Hey fifth graders, so today we're going to read Earthquakes and Tsunamis. This is a non-fiction text, meaning that everything is real and true. And let's go over some vocabulary words. We're going to start from here, we're going to go down and then to the next column. Tectonic plates, terrifying, anxiety-ridden, panic, equipped, imperative, aftershocks, subsided, horrified, urgent, reassemble, disorder, winding, and treacherous. So when you think of earthquakes and tsunamis, a lot of the feelings people might have might think that it's terrifying. It might give you anxious feeling. We might panic. They're horrified. It's urgent that you keep everybody safe. Tectonic plates, the whole earth is actually made of different plates of land. And remember, when they rub against each other and they have pressure on each other and they slip and slide, sometimes that causes earthquakes. There's definitely aftershocks, which means after the main earthquake happens, sometimes there's small little earthquakes that still happen afterwards. Those are called aftershocks, okay? All right, so let's read about earthquakes and tsunamis. Earthquakes are the sudden shock of the Earth's surface that result in the Earth shaking and rolling. They can be felt over large geographical areas for brief moments of time. This is a natural way for the Earth to release stress. Did you know that more than 1 million earthquakes shock the world each year? Let's look at what causes this unpredictable phenomenon. There are nearly 20 tectonic plates that are along the Earth's surface that continuously move past each other. When these plates stretch or squeeze, huge rocks form at their edges, and the rocks shift, causing an earthquake. You can visualize an earthquake by holding a pencil horizontally in the air and applying force to both ends by pushing down on them. Eventually, the pencil will break somewhere. It will break somewhere between the two pencils' ends to release stress placed on it. This is exactly how the Earth's crust reacts to produce an earthquake. The plates move and put forces on each other, so the Earth's crust breaks for the stress to be released in the form of energy. This energy then moves at a terrifying rate through the Earth as an earthquake. A seismograph is an instrument used to record the strength of the earthquake. It also measures how long the earthquake occurs. Other significant terms to know concerning the topic of earthquakes include the epicenter, which is the point on the Earth's surface above the source of the earthquake. Seismic waves, which is the energy created by the quake that causes buildings, structures, and the Earth to move horizontally. And the Richter scale, a measurement of an earthquake's intensity. The point on the Richter scale corresponds to the amount of shaking on the Earth, 10 times the amount of shaking and 33 times the amount of energy. It has been reported that the energy released by a large earthquake may be equal to 10,000 times the energy of the first atomic bomb that caused anxiety-ridden victims to panic. Following is a chart that shows the types of earthquakes and the rating of each on the Richter scale. If it's a 4, it's a minor earthquake. A 5, moderate earthquake. 6, strong earthquake. 7, major earthquake. And 8, great earthquake. So it increases in intensity as the numbers get bigger. If you live in a region of the world that has been known to have a history of earthquakes, it is advised that you assemble a well-equipped safety and emergency kit. It is also imperative to have an established disaster plan so everyone remains safe. So you need it. During an actual earthquake, it is advisable to get under a sturdy piece of furniture where nothing can fall on you and to stay clear of glass windows and larger objects. If you are outdoors, you need to stay far away from buildings, trees, and power lines. If you are in a car, it is important to drive to a safe area and stay in the car until that tremble stops. There may be aftershocks, movements after the earthquake. Check for personal injuries and damage to your home when all movement has subsided. Depending on the strength of the earthquake, you may be horrified and need someone for reassurance. It is urgent that you remain calm. You may be able to reassemble some of the items that were tossed about and repair the disorder that has occurred during this disaster at a later time. Tsunamis are formed by the placement of water, either a landslide, volcanic eruption, or by the slippage of the Earth's plates, rock about 15 to 200 kilometers, or 50,000 to 650,000 feet deep that carry the continents and seas of the earth on an underground ocean of hot, semi-solid material. Tsunamis are large ocean waves that flow straight, avoiding any winding and circular turns like most everyday waves. Tsunamis travel up to 965 kph or 600 miles per hour, thus capable of causing severe damage with their treacherous speed alone. They travel the fastest in deep water, yet hit near the shoreline at 48 to 64 kph or 30 to 400 miles per hour.